And just so you understand, Iran will not have a nuclear weapon.
First at 6, President Trump speaking amid a breakdown of talks with Iranian officials. In less than 4 hours, the U.S. military is expected to begin a blockade in the Strait of Hormuz. We'll tell you what this could mean for you. Good morning. It is Monday. Happy Monday. We hope you had a great weekend. Thanks for starting off your new week with us. I'm Erica Arias.
And I'm Bridget Buerlo. Great to have you here. And if you like the weather over the weekend, you're going to really like this week because we are warming up. I know I'm excited. Rachel, how about you?
A big warm up on the way this week. It starts today, but really as we head into Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, temperatures top out near 80 degrees. Things are feeling a little bit more like summertime around here. But in addition to the warmth that's on the way, we also are expecting some higher pollen counts throughout. So you may have been sniffing and sneezing over the weekend, but more of the same is expected for the next few days, with it really peaking by Thursday with pollen count very high. So make sure you get those allergy remedies ready for the next few days. Temperature wise, we are warmer than this time yesterday, and that's going to be the trend today and really for the next few. We are looking at numbers right now anywhere from 11 to 18 degrees warmer than this time yesterday. So our numbers are sitting in the 40s across the state. 47 in Glastonbury now, 47 in Hebron, 50 in Lebanon, 49 degrees in Old Saybrook, and sitting at 48 degrees in the Putinham area with mostly cloudy skies now. And we are going to go with a mostly cloudy sky throughout the day today. And aside from an isolated sprinkle chance, I do think most of it ends up being dry with some sunny breaks closer to the evening hours at 69 degrees at around 5 o'clock this afternoon. But we're going to go with the high temperature of around 73 in Hartford, 69 in Hamden, around 69 in Mansfield, and 57 degrees over in Groton. So slightly cooler in southeastern Connecticut. But you know the drill. This typically happens this time of year with a strong southwesterly wind kicking back in this afternoon, 10 to 20. Then for our Tuesday, take a look at where we go. Overnight lows will be close to 60 degrees with daytime highs in the 80s. More of the same for our Wednesday, so really warm conditions around here. And there's a chance for a couple of thunderstorms Tuesday and Wednesday. We'll have more details on that coming up. Erica.
Rachel, thanks. All right, we're going to take a look at traffic here. We are starting to see a slowdown here in Fairfield County from Bridgeport to Fairfield. You're slowing down to 38 miles per hour. That's going to take you 10 minutes. But the other areas there, not a problem, still seeing green. As we take a look at Hartford drive times, no problems in and out of the capital city. East Hartford to downtown Hartford, you're going to be cruising at 68 miles per hour. This is going to take you about 6 minutes there. And as we take a look here through our traffic map, we've got a live look for you of Hartford. Traffic flowing really nicely on both sides of the road, so no problems there. It's just what we like to see. And another quick look at the drive times for you here. Hartford to Waterbury, under 30 minutes. Waterbury to Hartford, also under 30. And then Naugatuck to Seymour, 11 minutes for that. And we are going to get another check here. This is West Haven. No problems at all. We hope you're having a great day. If you're about to head out, stay safe. And at 6:03, we're following developing news out of the Middle East. The U.S. military says it's going to begin a blockade of the Strait of Hormuz. That's expected to happen in less than 5 hours. This is coming as talks between the U.S. and Iran broke down yesterday. Vice President J.D. Vance led those negotiations in Pakistan. Officials had more than 20 hours of face-to-face talks. One of the major sticking points is that the U.S. wanted Iran to end its nuclear ambitions once and for all.
The simple fact is that we need to see an affirmative commitment that they will not seek a nuclear weapon, and they will not seek the tools that would enable them to quickly achieve a nuclear weapon.
Now, as those talks collapsed, the price for a barrel of oil tops $100 once again.
So what does this newly announced blockade mean when it comes to our gas prices? We want to get right out to Fox 61's Aaron Coogan, who is live in Hartford this morning with what we can expect in the days ahead. Good morning, Aaron.
Yeah, good morning. Well, a stark contrast from hopes last week that a temporary ceasefire would help stabilize the rising price of oil and the repercussions from that impending blockade already being felt around the globe. Because the bottom line is, as delays in the Strait of Hormuz persist, the price of gas and the volatility of the global oil market continues. According to the AP, early market trading after the blockade announcement showed U.S. crude oil prices increasing another 8%, raising the cost to just over $104 a barrel. Brent crude oil oil, or the international standard, also saw a rise of about 7%, raising the price to about $102. That's compared to just over $70 a barrel before the war at the turn of the year. But as for what you can expect filling up the tank this morning, honestly, you won't see a dramatic change today. AAA noting the average price of gas in Connecticut just under $4.09. That's compared to a flat $4.09 yesterday and $3.52 a month ago today.
Yeah, it's costing a lot more, like $20 more to fill up now. Yeah, if it goes up any more, then I don't know what I'm gonna do, but yeah.
I think it's just gonna be temporary, you know what I mean? I'll bite the bullet and pay what I gotta pay if it means that this world is gonna be a little bit safer.
Now, this isn't out of the ordinary, as we've seen with the rising prices over the past several weeks. The impact to the consumer is a little bit delayed, but that isn't to say that if the fighting in the Middle East continues, that we're not going to see prices continue to skyrocket. Guys?
Aaron, thanks. As you said, it's not out of the ordinary, but still difficult to take as the prices go up. Well, 6:06 now, and there's a final warning going out to drivers in North Haven starting today. The new Stop Arm Cameras safety program going into effect. We're checking in with Fox 61's Glenn Kittle. He's joining us live in North Haven. So this is going to go into effect. If drivers are caught, what's the fine they're going to be facing?
Good morning, Erica. It's going to be a $250 fine if you're caught blowing past these school bus stop arm cameras. This is new technology that police have been rolling out over the past few months now. However, so far, it's only been in its warning phase. Police hope that this system would deter reckless driving behaviors and get people to slow down when they see a school bus. Now, the way these cameras work is there's AI technology within them that'll detect when someone passes the stop sign and then record them. Then an officer will review that footage and make sure that the AI tech got it right. Now, since the warning period began, North Haven police have captured around 700 videos of folks passing the school bus stop arm and sent out more than 300 warnings. School bus cams, they're becoming more popular around the state. North Haven now joins Bridgeport, New Haven, and Shelton, who have started fining drivers for these safety violations. We spoke to one person the other day who tells us that these cameras are essential to catching these reckless drivers.
It's so important to protect the kids, and I know, some people feel like it'd be more pressure on the drivers, but I mean, watching out for kids and buses, it's just 101, and you should naturally be aware of those things. So I'm glad they're doing some more initiative to make that happen.
Now, these have become a lot more popular. We've seen a lot of these cities and towns that have had these cameras report hundreds of thousands in dollars of new revenue because of the fines that they've sent out to drivers. Now, for drivers out there, you can dispute these tickets. You will receive a court date upon getting that ticket mailed to you. If you go and dispute that, you then go through the process, and however that shakes out, if you have to pay the fine, that they'll tell you. And in that process, if you don't pay the fine, the $250 one, there will be greater consequences to that ticket. What those greater consequences are is yet to be known. We'll keep you updated as soon as we learn more. Live in North Haven, Glenn Kittle, Fox 61.
Tickets aside, Glenn, it's so important that you slow down when you see any school bus when kids' lives are at stake. Happening today now, the city of Waterbury is launching its annual street sweeping program. Crews will start in the North End, Bucks Hill, and Wilby areas. They'll also be on Captain Neville Drive and Upper Scott Road. You're asked to clear debris out of the gutter, move parked cars before those sweepers get there, and vehicles left on roads might be towed, so keep that in mind.
Today in Wallingford, a portion of Christian Street is going to be closed as crews install a pedestrian bridge. The closure is going to start at 6:30 this morning. It's going to go through around 4:30 this afternoon. Christian Street between North Elm and East Main Streets will be closed. Now, with that said, local traffic will still be allowed through. Drivers are going to be detoured to Center and Constitution Streets.
Today in Norwich, paving work will begin as part of a nearly $21 million project to replace natural gas mains through the city. Norwich Public Utilities says the gas mains need to be replaced because they're old and prone to leaks. Drivers can expect to see construction along Franklin Street and McKinley Avenue. It will also impact traffic on Willow, Warren, and Spalding Streets. One person is dead after a dirt bike crash on Tartville-Oakham Road. This is in Norwich. Police say just after 4 yesterday afternoon, a dirt bike and car collided. The driver of the dirt bike was taken to Bacchus Hospital, where he was pronounced dead. We're still waiting to learn his identity this morning. Meantime, the driver of the car, we're told, was not hurt.
A fire in Putinham yesterday evening destroyed the front of a home and left 2 firefighters hurt. Now, this happened at about 7 p.m. on Sunnyside Avenue near the downtown district. This video was taken by John Nickerson, who's in the area. It shows the serious damage to the front porch. 1 firefighter was transported to the hospital for a medical emergency, and another suffered minor injuries. Both have been released, and we're told they are doing okay this morning. And crews from North Branford responded to a house fire on Blue Trail Drive yesterday. A majority of the damage can be seen there on the roof. You see it there, holes. Now, that roof there, several tankers, they were on the scene from multiple departments trying to fight that fire. We are waiting to hear more about the damage as well as any potential injuries.
6:11 now, and 1 person was taken to the hospital after a fire in a 3-family home in Waterbury. It happened just before noon yesterday at a home on Pine Street. Firefighters say the damage was contained to the first floor. Right now, officials believe the person taken to the hospital was overcome by smoke. The cause of the fire is still under investigation this morning.
And Middletown Animal Control wants to know who abandoned a husky. This happened on Saturday night. Take a look here. This is what the dog looks like. It was found tied to a bus stop at Middlesex Community College. That's a beautiful animal there. 2 young girls found the dog while out for a run. The dog does not have a microchip or any tags. Animal Control is looking at surveillance video right now from the campus. They're trying to identify who left the dog there. If you know anything, if you recognize the dog there, please give them a call.
We have a warning from Prospect Police this morning after 2 wolf dog puppies were dumped in the woods. These 2 puppies are recovering this morning at a farm in Prospect, but animal control officers want to remind people that wolf dogs are not typical pets. They are illegal to own, and their instincts are much closer to wild animals, making them extremely difficult to safely contain, socialize, and care for in your home.
Well, we have an update in the case of an American woman who went missing during a boating trip in the Bahamas. Police now have until tomorrow night to decide whether to release Lynette Hooker's husband, Brian Hooker, or charge him possibly with murder. He denies any wrongdoing. Authorities say Lynette went overboard during rough weather last week. The search for her is still underway. Coming up, the Bridgeport Islanders had their last home game this weekend at Total Mortgage Arena. We're going to hear more from fans about what it meant to them.
And a canine played a pivotal role in an arrest. How Dutch was able to help, that's after this.
And then coming up for you in Money Matters, a lot of workers are using AI and some are worried about the future. We're going to have the results of the latest poll. Stay with us.